On the NASA astronaut, a former NASA astronaut, not currently, but he is a current MIT aeronautics professor, Jeffrey Hoffman. He is joining us live from Cambridge, Massachusetts. All those credentials, Mr. Hoffman, they show that you're a lot smarter than me, and so does this question I'm about to ask. It's really pretty. Why is it important?
Well, first of all, when I was an active astronaut, I was one of the people who actually fixed the Hubble Space Telescope. It's not quite correct to say that the Webb telescope is going to replace Hubble because it looks at the universe in a different type of light. It looks at heat radiation, infrared radiation. And because of that, that infrared radiation can penetrate dust in the way that visible light can't. So we get a very different view of galaxies. And when we're trying to look at these galaxies that are so far away that they were formed near the beginning of our part of the universe is expanding. It's moving. The farther away things are, the faster they're moving away from us. And so the light is shifted into the infrared or the heat part of the spectrum, which is why the Webb telescope has to be kept really, really cold because it's trying to look at heat. So yeah, it's very exciting. We're going to get a new view of the universe as it existed less than 1 billion years after the Big Bang.
So what do we exactly hope to learn from this? Again, I mean, it's pretty and we can see things clearer and in a way that we've never seen them before. But just seeing things, can we learn from just seeing new images?
What we're hoping to see is when the very first generation of stars were formed. How did they form? What role did black holes play in the formation of the original galaxies? We're basically pushing back into our history, and that's really exciting.
Well, and the idea that you can see into the past, that is because of the way light travels, and when we see it, it's something that was actually lit a long time ago. Can you explain that concept? I don't know if that takes too long. Does that take a book?
I can do it quickly. If light does travel at a finite speed. That's why we measure the distance to these faraway things in terms of light years. And if something is 13 billion light years away, and some of those galaxies that we can see in this initial picture that was released are that far away, you were looking at them as the universe was 13 billion years ago, not that long after the Big Bang.
That is just incredible. It will continue to be incredible. NASA is expected to release, as we said before, more photos today. Jeffrey Hoffman, thank you for joining us this morning.
Always a pleasure, and looking forward to some more excitement. Bye-bye.
It'll always be there. Space always provides, right?
He's dashing. Thank you for watching. Go to newsnationnow.com to find NewsNation on your television provider. And don't forget to click the red subscribe button below to get more of NewsNation's fact-driven, unbiased coverage.